The Chicago Cubs are absolutely on fire, and the win streak is officially at 6 games. Dansby Swanson is proving exactly why he is a force to be reckoned with after crushing a massive 3-run homer that completely shifted the momentum at Wrigley Field. It was a cold night in Chicago, but the bats were heating up as the Cubs dominated the Philadelphia Phillies 5-1 to keep their incredible momentum rolling.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
You have to talk about the defensive clinic happening on the diamond because the Cubs are turning outs into art. Colin Rea was locked in for 6. 2 innings of work holding the Phillies to just a single run while looking like a true anchor for this rotation. It was a masterful performance that kept the Phillies' offense silent and proved that the Cubs are finding every single way to win right now. The real story of the night might just be the highlight reel defense that saved the Cubs time and time again. Nico Hoerner made an unbelievable diving stop against Kyle Schwarber that left even his own teammates like Dansby Swanson in total awe of his range. Between the diving grabs from Busch and the hustle from Ian Happ, this team is showing grit that you simply have to see to believe. With the Cubs now sitting at 13-9 and tied for second in the NL Central, the stakes are getting higher for every single matchup. Shota Imanaga is taking the mound next, looking to keep this 7-game dream alive, so you do not want to miss a single pitch of the upcoming action. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update on this surging Cubs squad. Ever feel like your team just couldn't lose, no matter who they faced? That's exactly the energy the Chicago Cubs are bringing to Wrigley Field right now. They just notched their 6th straight win, taking down the Phillies 5-1, and honestly, it feels like they are playing a different sport than everyone else. We need to talk about Dansby Swanson. After what felt like a glacial start to the 2026 season, he is absolutely locked in. His 3-run blast last night wasn't just a highlight reel moment. It was his 3rd homer in 7 games. And get this, all 3 of those came against Philly. When a guy gets hot, he gets dangerous, and Swanson is currently the most dangerous man in the lineup. But look, baseball isn't just about the long ball, and the Cubs proved that with a masterclass in defense. We're talking about Ian Happ diving into the stands, Nico Hoerner making those trademark highlight reel stops, and Pete Crow Armstrong nearly snatching an extra base hit out of thin air. You hear people say defense wins championships, but watching this squad, you see it win games on a Tuesday night in April. Colin Rea was the backbone of this win, putting in his longest start of the year and keeping the Phillies guessing for 7 innings. He's been a total revelation since moving into the rotation. With the Cubs now sitting at 13-9 and riding a massive wave of momentum, they're officially a problem for the rest of the NL Central. They'll go for 7 in a row tomorrow with Shota Imanaga on the mound, and you won't want to miss that rematch. So, tell me in the comments, is this defense-first identity sustainable for a deep playoff run, or are they just playing out of their minds right now? Smash that like button if you're riding the Cubs' winning streak, and subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of this season. It's a long road to October, but for now, the North Side is looking like the place to be. What is going on in the Windy City? The Cubs are officially on fire, and the Phillies look like they've completely forgotten how to play baseball. Welcome back to the Diamond Report. Last night, the Chicago Cubs extended their winning streak to 6 games, taking down a spiraling Philadelphia Phillies squad 5-1. It's their longest run of success since late 2024, and honestly, they are playing like a team possessed, currently tied with Atlanta for the hottest hand in the majors. While the bats did their job, this win was really a masterclass in glove work. Colin Rea was surgical on the mound, going deep into the 7th, but he had some serious help. We're talking highlight reel defense from Ian Happ, Nico Hoerner, and Busch, guys making diving stops and even venturing into the stands to keep the Phillies scoreless for most of the night. On the other side, Aaron Nola just didn't have it. He was tagged for 5 runs in under 5 innings, and that 3-run bomb from Dansby Swanson in the 2nd inning pretty much sealed the deal. Meanwhile, Philadelphia is in a full-blown freefall, dropping 6 straight while getting outscored 42-10 in that stretch. It's a brutal reality check for a team that had much higher expectations coming into this season. The two teams face off again tomorrow, and with Shota Imanaga taking the mound for Chicago, Philly's nightmare might just be getting started. If you're a Cubs fan, you have to love this momentum, but in baseball, fortunes can shift on a dime. Do you think the Cubs have the staying power to lead the division, or is this just a lucky streak? Let me know your take in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for daily updates on the road to the playoffs. After all, the best stories in sports are written one inning at a time. Ever felt like a baseball team was just reinventing itself right in front of your eyes? Welcome to the 2026 Chicago Cubs, where 6 straight wins have officially turned the narrative on its head. After hovering around the sub-500 mark just last week, this squad is suddenly playing like a legitimate powerhouse, currently pacing for over 95 wins. But are they actually that good, or is it all just perfect timing? Let's break it down. Craig Counsell mentioned something fascinating after Monday's game. He credited his defense with saving 7 outs. Even if you don't trust the advanced metrics to catch every single one, the eye test didn't lie. This team is winning with grit, glove work, and a bullpen that is currently punching well above its weight class. Colin Rea was the star of the show, carving through the Phillies lineup for 20 outs on 28 batters. When you pair that kind of efficiency with a timely 3-run bomb from Dansby Swanson, you get the recipe for a stress-free win. Now, for the reality check. We have to be honest. This team is still missing that clear-cut frontline ace, and the offense is still finding its true rhythm. We're beating up on some big-name opponents while they're struggling, which is masking a few cracks in the foundation. But here's the thing. In baseball, you don't apologize for wins. You take them, you bank them, and you ride the momentum. The development of guys like Moises Ballesteros, who is putting up an eye-popping one. 0.20 OPS in his limited opportunities, is exactly the kind of X-factor that turns a good streak into a championship run. So, what's next? We've got Shota Imanaga taking the mound for Game 2. He's already diced up this Philadelphia lineup once, and we're looking for a repeat performance. The goal is simple. Don't settle for a 3-1 series lead. Get greedy. Kick them while they're down and keep that winning streak alive. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Cubs' latest hot streak, hit that like button and subscribe for more game-by-game breakdowns. Baseball is a game of streaks and adjustments, and the Cubs are proving they have plenty of both. Tell me in the comments, are you buying into this 6-game heater, or is reality about to set in? Let's keep the conversation going. Stop what you are doing and look at what the Chicago Cubs are building right now. After a sluggish start that had fans questioning everything, the Cubs have suddenly caught fire, riding a 6-game winning streak that proves this team is officially back in business. And while the scoreboard shows a convincing 5-1 win over the Phillies, the real story happened in the top of the 7th inning. Picture this. The Cubs are nursing a lead, and Kyle Schwarber steps up to the plate, looking to turn things around. He drills a line drive that looks destined for the outfield, but Nico Hoerner decides that today is not the day. Hoerner went full Superman, diving parallel to the ground to snatch a scorcher that defied the laws of physics. It was easily the best defensive play of his career, a moment of pure athletic brilliance that left everyone watching in total silence, waiting for their brains to catch up to what their eyes just saw. Even Dansby Swanson, who plays alongside him every single day, couldn't help but gush about it, calling him the absolute best. When your star shortstop is dropping unbelievable truth bombs about your hustle, you know you are playing on another level. But it was not just the glove work. Colin Rea gave us a solid 6. 2 innings on the mound, and Swanson backed up his defensive praise with a clutch 3-run blast that set the tone early. Now sitting at 13-9 and breathing down the necks of the Reds in the NL Central, this Cubs squad is looking dangerous. With Hoerner locked in on that massive contract extension and the team chemistry finally hitting its stride, we are seeing the exact kind of momentum that defines a playoff run. So, what do you think? Is this Cubs team for real, or is this just a hot streak that will eventually cool off? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all the action at Wrigley Field. Because if this defense continues, this season is going to be one for the history books.